fellas, welcome back. Glad to see y'all boys.
Strong.
What's good? What's good?
Chilling. Yes, I love it. It's a strong handshake, grown man handshakes. But everyone, welcome back to another podcast with your three favorite beards. Hope y'all doing good today. And we're just gonna get right into it.
Nah, let's not get right into it, man.
So get left into it.
As you mentioned beards, bro, like we should probably tell the people why we are the three beards.
It's kind of blatantly.
No, but it's blatant because we all have beards. I know that,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying like a little bit of like how we came upon that name, and also I'm kind of like the beard that violates the group because every once in a while I need a goatee.
Once in a while, several times. I have a notebook.
I just know you grew it back.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good story. I mean, it's one of those names that just works.
Agreed.
And even now, like I was looking at our YouTube earlier, and there's other groups that have three beards. There's the three bears, like grizzly bears. But we're the three bears.
Wilton Manors?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
But no, I'm just gonna say that like I think it's a great concept. I think it's something that like because you can't grow a different beard. You only can grow your beard.
True.
I represent the salt and pepper right here. So this is from the wisdom and the kids working
How's
with
that feel, man? Like the
Gray.
the grays.
gray. It popped up on me. It wasn't. I thought they were little. I had like two little hairs. Oh, let me snip them. I looked underneath and it was like a whole fourth. That's a wrap. Happened when I was 27. That was the terrible time.
Oh, hey.
Listen, if I show up here and my beard is black, don't say nothing.
We won't.
Don't say nothing.
I'm not judging, but like I got a cousin who told me he went bald at 19.
Wow.
Or balding. So
I hope he got swole or something.
I don't know. I wasn't
That's
old enough
crazy.
to know, but like, yeah, I was like, that's pretty crazy to go bald so young.
That's very unfortunate, especially in such a cruel place like Miami.
I know.
Oh
So
God,
hot.
not the heat. I'm worried about the jokes. Like at 19.
Yeah. Get him.
Damn.
Yeah, like that's rough.
I
dog.
know you're not talking.
I'm 35 years old.
Oh, milk dud head.
Put your card away, sir. We know you're 21.
You there in the line and they like, oh, y'all ever seen that meme of the guy when it's like when he had to say bye to his hairline, but it was like a cartoon, and it starts with him, like with a fresh line, and
No, I
it
didn't
just
see that
slowly
one.
recedes back, and his face gets sadder. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna.
Well, just so the audience knows, I enjoy my bald. Like I embrace
You're
it.
like trauma dumping right now.
Yeah, clearly. But the thing is, like, knowing you is nothing like, oh, who kid the bald guy? It's like, who kid the guy with the beard? Like, it's just,
exactly.
you don't really look at
I
it
feel
like
we're
that,
in the
like,
right space in our life for that hairstyle. Like, some people
exactly.
have baldies, some people.
And some people still have jet black hair and they're almost 40,
Yeah, with waves. So let's get the show started before I get even more depressed. Bald and gray over here. B&G.
Hey, bald, gray, depressed. All on the same levels.
No more trauma dumping.
It's only up from here.
Yeah, so we're talking about it earlier. This is something YouTube might have more experience in because I haven't been on many sets, which is crazy to say as a filmmaker. Mm-hmm. But we were talking about positive and negative experiences on set. Something that's unforgettable for you. I mean, personally, I can only speak about our sets, and it's a positive, and not to get all too mushy and everything, but the fact that I'm on a set is incredible to me. Because like, a couple episodes ago, we were talking about our dream and how, I want to see how it's made behind the scenes, to actually be on a set of our own film that you're directing and producing and writing. They can't get better than that. Whether it's a feature length or a short film or a commercial, it don't matter. Just that feeling like, hey, what were you doing on Saturday? I was on set. Just that, being able to say that is such a privilege and a blessing, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
What about negative experiences then?
Honestly, just tardiness and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of impacts because not gonna call any names because they know who they are. But actors and certain people come too late. You have to push stuff back. You have to redo it. You have to cut scenes.
Yeah,
You got to do
daylight
that.
if you're doing the outside scene.
Oh, that shit made me want to vomit. Like,
If you're
cut
gonna
my
be late-
scene that I wrote?
Yeah.
Just be prepared.
What? Like, no, it's ridiculous.
If you're gonna be late, be prepared. If they
Yeah.
come late, but their performance is amazing, I'll forgive it. Like, okay,
No, of course,
You know,
yeah.
I'll forgive. But if they come late and then they're terrible, come on, man.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
put bad on bad. Put something good on top of that bad.
Good on bad is like God's time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Facts. But yeah, positive, just being on set. Negative, yeah, just, regular lapses in the human psyche, I guess you could put it. Everybody's late, nobody's perfect. I'm sure Denzel has been late several times.
Impossible. It starts when he gets there.
Ooh, I like that. That's true. But yeah, that's probably the
He
only.
will tell you, like, I'll see you on set. Like, I'll make sure you get there early.
Yeah, when he said to Ashton Sanders, like, see you at work. He said it's so. No, he said after he accepted an award.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, see you at work, and he just walked off stage. Everybody's like, oh, am I hired? Like, what happened?
Yeah, I'm tell you right now, I was super inspired. I was like, yes, I will.
Yeah, no facts.
I will be there.
Like I said, a commercial or a trilogy, I'm there no
Yeah.
matter. But yeah, that's pretty much. But I know y'all can share much better stories.
If I could get a scroll for my negatives.
Scroll.
No, but I
names.
agree with you. Like, timing is probably number one. But for me, I would say, and I'm glad I chose something different, but I would say negative experience would come down to when actors try to change things on set.
Yeah.
So this also is, and I tell y'all this all the time, like, I learn from set. So like, once that happened like one or two times, I realized, okay, it's up to me to tell them that they can't do that, or at least to do it prior to set. But to be on set, like, I've had experiences where whole lines want to be changed, but then I've also had experiences where the actor wants to be the camera person. And it's like,
oh, that's gotta be annoying.
yeah, that was the roughest, because it's like, well, what angle am I at? And it's like, that doesn't matter. you
Yeah,
know?
like you.
But again, this is what taught me how to be the director that I am on set now, to demand what I demand, to only show what I feel is fair to show, to give them a perspective in case it's like a really close shot or something like that, and kind of garden the project. So I would say probably like the on-set experiences with actors trying to change things, trying to be different, and not really understanding that we're under time, we're under restraints. We might only have this location for 4 hours, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Positive, honestly, just showing up. Like, I can't help but say the same thing, man. Like, the second I get to set and I'm taking out the first piece of gear, I'm like, man, today's gonna be a good day.
Oh, I love that mentality, man. I really do.
Yeah,
It's always like
that's
that.
it for me, man.
That setup
Like,
time is always nice.
Yeah. I would say I it's frustrating, but the close second would probably be the pre-production. Like, I really like, because I see the film before the film is done. When I do the shot list, when I'm following that script, I'm also going through the reads with the actors, calling the actors separately. So like, that part is kind of like, and I think why it's exciting is because like it's great to have experiences and say you've been through them.
True.
You know what I mean? But to then also on top of that, learn from them and build on them, and you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think the whole idea all the way till upload is just an experience.
Yeah, no losses, just lessons and experience.
Yeah, no losses, just lessons.
Yeah.
I say I'll have one that's kind of both good and bad. It's the chemistry on set.
Yeah.
Chemistry. 'Cause
I
that's
like that,
always.
Yeah.
I had an early one because I always heard like in Hollywood, I'll never work with you again, or this person sucks. I was like, how can you say that? I had experience in film one, where this guy was such a terror. I'm there. Y'all know me. I'm always trying to keep morale together until we finish, until we call Martini. This guy was doing everything to fight against it, like actively playing defense against the movie. It was infuriating. And I said, if somebody ever tells me about this guy, I'm saying, do not hire him. Like, I would make sure he would never work. I said, this is film
Never
one.
work in Miami again.
I'm super green, and I'm still thinking like this. This guy is horrible.
What was the worst thing he did though?
It was every time because there wasn't that. I don't think we had any catering there, so it's just we're all performing, all got to do our job. So I'm there trying to hold everything together. And he's like, "Oh, this sucks. You guys suck. Like, oh, why are we doing this? Like, when I just like, okay, guys, let's come together. Let's calm down. You do this. He's the director. Let's know our roles. Blah blah blah. Going right back into it, he just say something to like basically throw a grenade and the whole thing. I'm like,
Was he?
F this
So
guy.
he was more like
F
the
this guy.
negative Nancy on set kind of thing. Like,
No, he
just-
was
nothing
the
good.
Kawhi Leonard of defense against this goddamn movie. His defense was impeccable.
That boy was depoyed 3 years in a row.
Was
Listen.
he? You know.
Actually, no.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just honestly, I don't remember him. He was lucky, and he lucky early on.
Lucky I remember.
But that was just such a horrible experience. And later on, there's a few sets later where I had a full set where we had a 2-person boom operation, which first time I ever had one, and just that many rolls on set, and it went so smooth, and everybody was locked into the role. Everything was like this, go, this, go, and then, like we were just in ourselves. We talked with the boom operator, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, he's operating, he's watching the thing. It was beautiful. It was like a watch.
Yeah.
All the cogs moving in one. I was like, this is beautiful.
Well,
I want more. It's addicting. It's addicting. Like this is beautiful.
Yeah. I think honestly, I was just gonna chime in and say I think that by the third or fourth shot, that's kind of where we be, like where we we be, but like where we end up as a team. Yeah. Like it takes a while to get like those first like, oh, hold on, you got to do the slate. This, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
but once we get the wheels in motion, we flying down the road.
We flying down.
It's beautiful, and that feeling when you're just in a groove, like Soul, the movie Soul.
I haven't seen it yet.
When you're just in a
the
groove,
one, right?
Yeah, with Jamie Foxx. I know that feeling when you're in the groove and you just don't want to stop. You just.
That movie's funny, by the way.
It's really.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's really good.
Not to go too far off, but growing up with a Jamaican father who did everything himself and didn't hire anyone, I was basically a carpenter and a plumber. It is the same thing.
Yeah.
We building a fence after the first 30 minutes, putting a concrete plank, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Zone out.
Exactly. It's very addicting. And once you sit back and look at that finished product, you're like, this is why I do this.
In those days, you guys been in the 12-hour, 14-hour sets. Or like, you get to the last hour, like, God damn, we've been here 14 hours?
Yeah.
How?
But it don't feel like
it. Don't feel like it.
You notice your feet don't hurt until you call Martini?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
The last few ones where like you start to wind down. It's like, okay, I'm feeling it now. Let's.
Yeah. You start to feel the grease on your forehead.
Yeah, but like, was that always
I didn't realize
there?
that the whole day.
You kind of feel the drag and it's like, okay,
Man.
let's get this done.
Yeah,
but that's when you need that last punch, that last energy. All right, guys, let's get to the end. Let's get to the end.
Facts.
Yep. And speaking of that, bro, I know exactly what he means. I don't feel it, but when I get out the car, boy, my feet be
throwing up gang
boy,
signs.
my ankles be throwing up gang signs more than my toes. I be walking in the house like bro, it be bad.
But like, you okay, baby? I'm good. I'm sacrificed.
But no, that experience on set is dope. But
yeah,
you mentioned, and well, we all just talked about the on-set experience, but like, let's talk about like what makes like an actual good film. Like, and I know we all gonna have different experiences. Yeah, exactly. We only got a handful of time here, but
so basically, what makes a great film a great film? Yeah.
But like, I want this to also be known that like the answer could be dialogue as well as audio. You get what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything.
True.
For me, it always comes down to emotion.
Okay.
And it's always
across all genres.
Yeah, because I think what I'm trying to aim for when it comes to emotion is when I'm watching a film and that emotion hits, whether it's teary-eyed, whether it's joy, whether it's like, man, I'm glad they made it out of this, whatever that feels scared, whatever. I think it's like finite moments, almost like, you know how they say when you go to sleep, REM sleep is just like only achieved a handful of times.
Yeah.
But like the dull kind of sleep where you kind of half awake is always there.
Yeah, it's like sleep purgatory.
Correct. I feel like that moment might only hit 3 or 4 times in a good film.
Ah, okay.
So like you might actually feel those tears starting to gear up. And how I know why I choose to go with emotion is because it's the only time during a film where I feel like all the cameras and glass strips away and I'm there. Like I'm in that
absolutely.
film. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So for me, I think emotion actually makes a film what it is because whether and also emotion could also be inspiration. So like, have you ever left a film and then was like, yo, I'm about to be an NBA basketball? Bro, I remember when I left I know we haven't talked a lot about specific movies, but what was it called? Judge Dredd.
Which one?
The new one.
The first one.
Really?
The
Yeah.
Stallone one?
with Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes?
Oh no, sorry, not Judge Dredd.
You talk about Lawnmower Man?
No, when did
Demolition Man.
Demolition
Yeah.
Man,
I was
yes.
like, oh.
I was like, wait.
I remember seeing that movie in theaters,
Uh-huh.
and I think I broke my closet when I got home. Because I was so inspired to just be like fighting and just like
Yeah.
the scenes and
Yeah.
so like that is probably the earliest memory I have of like emotion driving something outside of me being in the theater or still watching a movie. So like obviously other things like you see someone make it, like we talked about Pursuit of Happiness a couple
Yeah.
episodes ago, and it's like to me that's an emotional overload for a movie. You get what I'm
Overload,
saying?
absolutely.
That's an
Boy.
emotional overload, but like
Yeah.
in that emotion, I think I could see a guy wanting to walk out and say, hey, I want to do better for myself, as well as a father that's like, I got to do better by my kids, as well as a husband that wants to do better by his wife.
Or like, I have to believe more in my invention. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Myself.
yeah, absolutely.
I got to understand patience. So like, and not every movie's going to have that. You know, if you just have a buddy comedy and it's low budget, it may not give you that feeling. But that laugh,
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that's
emotion. You get what I'm saying?
that's
so,
an
like,
emotion, yeah.
That's why I lean into motion, but like, it's just so hard to replicate, man. It's so hard to be on set. You got 13 lights set up, and you there on the camera, and you like, damn, they ain't really give me the delivery. And then 1 out of the 6 times you did the shot, you got it.
Everybody thinks
Yeah.
it's easy to act, but they don't see through the actor's eyes. They don't know what they're seeing, like how the sauce just made. Like they're looking
Let's not
at
make that a thing.
Hypocrite.
they're looking at like 13 to 15 people in one lens trying to deliver a line, trying to be in the moment. It's not easy.
No,
It's not
can't be.
easy.
No.
It can and to go back to the emotion thing, the fact that something that isn't real, that actually never happened, can draw that true emotion out of me. That's a big, like, especially scary movies. You know Jason Voorhees can never exist. You understand that, but it still fucking scares you.
But I like how
You
you
know
brought
what I'm
that up,
saying?
though, because at the end of the day, who creates that?
You did.
You did, yeah.
No,
Oh.
the writer.
Oh, that was oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I was going with him, but then
No, that you said that
too,
was
so-
good, but that's my
Yeah.
bad.
What makes a good movie? Like I always ask myself that question: like, why do I like this? Why do I like this? And teacher flat out laid it. Timing.
Yes. Oh,
Every
that's so
movie
important.
that you like
Pacing.
Yeah, I was gonna say pacing.
is
Like,
Okay.
okay, I just want to make sure.
paced out well.
Yes.
And what I thought movies were movie making was like kind of like jazz, like making chicken. Just throw some of this here, throw some of this here. It's not. You got to make it like a cake.
Yep.
Cake is science. It has to have this much thing. The eggs have to be outside of the fridge. Have to be cool. It has to have this amount of rising flour. It's the same thing with movies. Has to 5 minutes in. If you're making a 2-hour movie, got to know your location. Got to know the thing. Got to have your pacing right.
Yep.
And every movie you like, time it. When you start falling asleep, stop the movie. It's halfway through. Because that's when you plateaued. That's when you plateaued the energy.
I'm gonna watch for that. Nah, I didn't know
the
that
first
one.
turning point, quarter of the way movie, quarter of the way in.
That's true.
Every time, because it's the rising and falling of action. And when it's well paced,
Yeah.
you're in every moment. It draws you in, and if you can land all your spots in those moments, so land perfect. Think about all the movies you like. Well, every time I think about it, it's this ridiculous movie. It's Starship Troopers.
I still haven't seen
It's a parody movie. It's an underground movie. It's so well paced, and if you're aware of the parody of it, it's not like they're not hyping up colonization. It's a parody of it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
making fun of Nazi Germany and what they did, like kind of lying. The clues at the end of the movie. The bugs are thinking they're scared of you. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But the movie's so well paced, like 5 minutes in, you know exactly the tension, you know where you are, you got the location, you got the characters, and 5 minutes in, quarter of the way through, you got the end of the first act. 3/4 of the way through, end of act 2. And you're going in act 3.
I know exactly what you mean, and I wanted to get you guys to let me know if you feel the same way. Have you ever watched, you know, typically movies are an hour and a half, 90 minutes, right? You ever watched a movie and was like, damn, I wish there was more? But then you also watched another movie and was like, damn, that was quick. Like, how the hell did I get to the end already?
Yeah. No.
So, like, that's exactly
definitely
what you're talking about is that
Yeah.
pacing where I'd rather be left with a cliffhanger, obviously. I think anybody would. But, like, to be left like, damn, like this, you got here quick, like
Yeah.
I think
and you never really feel like you understood the story, but you're at the end now, like
Yeah. It feels like a flash, like you know, like you blacked out, like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah.
And as soon as you said pacing, personally, the most perfect pace filmed is Silence of the Lambs.
Well paced. Well, it's a long
Very
movie, so
well
it's
paced.
gonna be a little longer, but it's well paced.
And it has that cliffhanger feeling. Even though they came out with sequels that weren't really up to par. But any point in that movie, I think it's like an hour and 40 something. Any point I hop in, I'm like, I'm watching it from this point out. Even if it's 5 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely a mark of a well-paced film. It's like you said, first 5 minutes, they establish Agent Starling, what she's doing and who she's going after and why she's going after him. You know what I'm saying? It's a police, it's classified as a horror movie, but it's like a police horror because she's an FBI agent that's going after this serial killer with the help of a cannibal.
Thriller.
You know what I'm saying? So that pacing is just like once you can hop in 40 minutes in, like this is my night. I'm watching the rest of this. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah. But now as far as you said pacing, you said emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, what I think like the biggest factor in making a great film is rewatchability.
Okay.
Kind of like what we spoke about last time. It was like a movie that can be released in any era.
So like longevity.
I'm gonna bring up The Godfather again. Bring up Silence of the Lambs.
Godfather.
Aladdin.
But instead of naming films,
No. I'm getting there.
Okay.
No, I'm getting there. There's a term called I think it called it a remote dropper. When you're flipping through channels, it's like, this
is on.
Oh, boom, this is on. I can watch it anytime, anywhere. No matter what I'm going through. I just got married. I got a divorce. I just got robbed. Anything happened to me, I can watch this film and enjoy it for what it is. I feel like that's so important because a lot of great films, you watch it once and like, I don't have to watch that again. Yeah, it was good. Great acting, great production, great camera. I don't have to watch it again. But it's more than a handful. But it's more than a handful of films where like I can watch this literally any time. I can watch it while I'm recording the podcast, have it on in the background, looking at y'all, looking at the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Compelling characters.
all right, hold on. I gotta ask you then. That mentioning it having it in the background of a podcast, I feel like this movie kind of fits that, but no one's gonna agree to what you're saying. Baby Boy ain't that?
If
you know what?
I've seen Baby Boy on in the background of so many situations.
If there is a Saturday movie that's defined, it's just on Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Baby
you just
Boy
happen to
rules
be
Saturday.
Cleaning, just finish watching your cartoons, and just TBS,
Bro.
BET, Saturday, Baby
I
Boy's
see that
on.
boy Jody riding that long ass
Jody?
Bro,
Little Jody?
skating.
Boy.
I ain't never seen a nigga ride a bike so fast.
Bro, his legs was down the block before his upper half was, dog. That shit was crazy. That bag was
That movie is nuts.
crazy.
Don't think about that movie too hard. It's nuts.
Hey, but unpopular opinion, it has rewatchability. It has rewatchability.
Longevity.
It's kind of
It has
on.
longevity.
Longevity.
And you know, a lot of people notice if it was Pac instead of Tyrese, it would have been even greater.
Oh yeah,
Because he wrote that for Pac. But you know, that's a little side.
I'll throw in Caught Up by Bokeem Woodbine. That is, I'm watching it every time.
That's another
It's the
Saturday
strangest
movie you
movie.
caught and it's never finished.
I have not gone to sleep so many times because of that movie.
For real. But yeah, like good or bad, rewatchability is imperative.
No, I get that.
So it's clear like you guys love film, love movies, love
I
movies.
would say so. I would say so.
But if that wasn't an option, say that just went away, what would you do instead?
Meaning no cameras ever existed?
There's no film. Like you're not no.
We still got to take family
Exist.
pictures.
I'm just saying you have to take this right in the road. You can't do this anymore. You got to do something else.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What would you do?
You asking me or like?
I know what I would do.
It's right here.
Last on this one.
It's right here.
Easy answer. I would write. I would still write. I'd be making novels, short stories. You didn't say TV can't exist, but I'm gonna add it. For the sake of
you cheating the
conversation.
system,
No,
man.
I'm gonna add it in.
No.
No TV or film.
I think it would be fair though to the audience to answer it as if you can't enter that. Like it.
Don't cheat
Let's
the
say
audience.
you've been like trying this career. Obviously, a lot of things are digital, so it's probably a smaller market. And let's just say for whatever reason, life happens, and now that's not an option. What is the actual other job that's not dealing in the realm of film or writing?
Oh, no
As a
film
writer,
or
yeah.
right. Honestly, I always thought I'd be great in hospitality.
By the way, every time someone says honestly, I'm always like, no, tell me the lie.
Dishonestly,
Dishonest.
like I definitely feel like I would be great in hospitality
Yeah.
because retail and food were like my first jobs, and I always lean more to retail because I love talking to people. Like I was like that as a child. Like my parents would say I'd walk because my dad owned a hardware store. I'd be in there talking to customers, making friends. I was always like that.
No lie, I'd buy whatever you're selling. You make compelling arguments.
First customer, see. But
I'd buy
definitely hospitality. I really feel I'm a great people person. I listen. I remember well. I can, read emotion well because that's very important when you're doing hospitality. That you need this, you're up, you know what I'm saying. So definitely hospitality. For me.
You seem genuine about the product that you're pushing.
I have to be.
That's how it comes off. It's like he really likes it.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem fake. Like your emotion is genuine.
When it's a relic now, but when Radio Shack existed, I worked there.
I think I got another gray right here.
It just popped right out.
Oh, I just felt. There was this once a quick story. Someone's grandmother came and wanted a new phone. The person before her sold her an iPhone. This lady's like 80-something years old. And I could have kept it and kept the commission.
Why? Because you want to sell her an Android?
No, I want to sell her a flip phone. She wanted something simple. I'm not going to sell this lady a computer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's messed up.
The customer's always right kind of philosophy.
It matters of taste.
Thank you. Nobody knows the whole phrase. Nobody knows the whole phrase.
I just
always right
explain that.
in matters of taste. That's the entire.
That's the whole quote.
Yeah,
I never heard that part.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Wait, no, explain. What is the in matters of taste?
Whatever. If they want mustard on the eggs,
Yeah, that's their choice.
but they can't have eggs at a steak place. They don't have eggs.
Exactly. That's what they take it as. Like,
Yeah.
I want, ma'am, you're an Outback Steakhouse.
Customers always
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
In matters of taste,
matters
whatever
of
flavor
taste.
they want, whatever style they want, if they want it, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, for me, hospitality. I'm a real good people person. I think.
I got you.
Yeah.
Got you. What about you, Cam?
Mine, I already work in. I found where I would be if not for film. If I had to put it all this away, I'd work with kids.
Okay.
Working with kids and not only behavioral but mental health, it's rewarding. Moving away from mental health and going into behavioral health and seeing like a kid that can't. He's very like not there. Not aware of things. Doesn't know how to like count money. Doesn't know how to. He doesn't recognize shapes and through months of working with him, recognizes shapes, acknowledges people, and see him to start functioning as a typical person. It's rewarding. It's like, man, a month ago he couldn't do this. Now he can.
Nah,
And to know that his life is going to be better because of what your interventions were doing, the work you're doing, it's rewarding.
Oh, yeah.
Plus,
Sounds like
kids are awesome. Like they see you and they're happy. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's beautiful, man. Like, especially because I think like we undervalue that nurturing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What those kids need, or kids in general need at that age.
And being a male in the field is rare. Like
yeah,
you have it's a lot of females.
black male probably
a
too.
black male too.
Yeah.
Like people seeing you come in, like, oh, that's different, and seeing that you're capable and you bring something different to the fold, and like them calling and say, hey, can you help us? Oh, no problem.
No, that's dope, bro. That's dope.
For real.
I would say for me, and by the way, I feel like the worst one because I'm like, both of y'all want to help people. And I'm like,
You want to be a serial killer?
Nah, but I think, and I don't really know if this is the right answer, but I think I could be good at accounting just because I really love numbers.
I think so
love
too.
Messing with numbers and just the whole idea of like math and business, like that whole concept. I'm not just saying like, oh, I'm just gonna write 1, 2, 3 on a spreadsheet. I know it's way more difficult, but like I think that is a field that I've always kind of looked at and was like, I think I could master that shit and then also build a business in it.
I agree.
Secondary,
After knowing you,
which I mean, I never mind telling it. I always will promote it, and I think more people need to get into it. I did trades for a very long time. I was a plumber.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If it wasn't for the physical part of it, which I mean that's trades, but if it wasn't for the physical, like back pain, soreness, long days outside in the sun, like it is just so magnificent to just constantly build from the ground up. Like, you know, finding someone with an issue and being like, all right, we're going to gut this, tear that, boom. Or finding a way to solve it without costing too much money. You know what I mean? And
that's the best thing.
If you never work the same place and you don't have a boss, if you really do it right. So it's like there's never boredom and it's always just problem solving.
And your skills transfer immediately to home because once your pipe's all, let me go fix this.
Yep.
And
You
then
fix your own stuff. Yeah.
fix your, you know.
But
to
I would
your
say
liking,
trades in general, man. Like,
I
people
agree.
undervalue trades. Like, I wish I knew how to build more, but like just having the plumbing experience has put me in other places to where like I'm not afraid to touch things, do things, and whatnot.
I think it's an aesthetics thing because generally you see people in trades dressed down. They got stains on their clothes, and they just kind of want to be comfortable, not worry about. They got to worry about
especially
things in
when
front of
you
them. Not knowing if you look at their bank account and like this, their portfolio, it's impressive because of they're raking in money and there's constantly work. But they're never gonna look like it. They're gonna look like they're at work.
Correct. And the guy who doesn't look like that is usually the manager, project man, like that kind of person.
Yeah,
but
the director.
at the end of the day, like, bro, if I'm gonna kneel down with these pants on, it's gonna get a stain on it from nothing nasty, but I'm like, it could be anything from like spackle that the guy you was working with landed on the floor. Like, when you wash it, that stain's just gonna be there. Like, you might go buy a new pair of jeans. So
little dimples in your knees.
correct. But
so side note, did like your sense of smell just like go out the window after?
yeah.
Like, because I can't even imagine. I have a very strong nose.
Yeah, we'll end here, but like I always tell people, boy, when I smell shit, I smell money. That's how I look at it.
Only you. Only you. I gotta change a diaper if I smell that.
All right, guys, this was another great episode. Glad to have my homie Jordan and my other homie Cam. I'm Who. We'll see y'all next time.
Deuces.